water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. For the water signs, we have the Eight of Pentacles reversed and the Page of Pentacles upright. For the water signs, you're trying to see things clearly. Okay, if in the past there were confusion or there were a lot of explanations going back and forth, or communication going back and forth, and there had been, various versions of explanations, and it's gotten you confused whether your decision is right or wrong in severing ties or separating from the other person or leaving a relationship, then right now you're trying to gain clarity. Finally, you're gaining clarity and you're seeing things as they are. You're trying to master your emotions right now. If in the past you are treating, or your reaction to relationships or breakups was quite emotional, right now you are trying your best to be more rational, more level-headed, and less of the emotions. You're trying to gain your stability here. Even though you still feel for the other person, for the past person, you want to, be more stable in your thinking, in how you view the situation. Okay. For some water signs, I feel that the breakup devastated you. You were crying your heart out during the breakup. Or even the thought of you losing the other person caused you tremendous sadness in the past or in the recent past. But I feel currently you have regained your strength in facing this challenge in your life, this turmoil in your life, if you call it that, if you even consider it that in the past. You're stronger now and you have the clarity now, although I doubt for some water signs that you already have seen the lesson behind this separation or this breakup. But what matters most is that you are getting on your feet. You are not as devastated as before. You're managing to smile and to, ground yourself, not overthink things. If in the past there was a relationship that brought insecurity to some water signs, gradually they are able to start shedding off that insecurity. They are starting to believe in themselves. I feel that water signs have this natural ability to, resurrect themselves. Like a phoenix, they could reinvent themselves, they could resurrect themselves, even though they feel downtrodden in the past. They really have this ability to heal themselves emotionally. They are, the water signs are emotional people, but they also have this ability to heal themselves with their own emotions. I think there's some magic about their emotions. There's something magical about their emotions. Their emotions become their own elixir. Strangely enough, some water signs have this, sense of wanting to take revenge of the other person who have wronged them. They want to show the other person that how much they have grown, how much they have rebuilt themselves from the ground up. So they want to show off to the other person that right now they are glowing, they are happy, and whatever happened in the past has not really affected them. Maybe their pride was really caught, caught to the core in the past. And right now they have this sense of wanting to show off to the other person that they're okay. Nothing could, bring them down. So there's a sense of superficiality also for some water signs. But nevertheless, if that's how they're going to cope with the situation, that's their coping mechanism. So what matters is they're healing, they are getting over the past, they're getting over the heartbreak on their own, without too much external help. So in that sense, it strengthens the water signs, okay? Because they are relying on their own strength, their own power to heal themselves. So let's see. For Cancer, we have the Knighthood upright. Okay, Cancer, I feel here that you are in your own element. You are strong. And, your humor is saving the day for you. You tend to not take things seriously, but that is only on the surface. But deep within you, you are really feeling the situation to heart. You're taking it to heart. You don't want the situation, the past situation, if it's a heartbreak or unrequited love or separation, to bring you down or to, damage you or to ruin you. It says here that you have an indomitable strength in you, and that shows. So Cancer, let's see. You're making a decision to move forward, Cancer. Although you may not be able to forget the past that easily, but at least you have this resolve to move forward. You want to bury the hatchet with the other person, it says. So if the other person has wronged you or cheated on you or maligned you or insulted you, okay, such kinds of offenses that really hurt you a lot, now you want to just, forgive the other person. Not necessarily forget, but forgive the other person and move forward. There are other people that you might want to get back together with, or that you are planning to give your attention to. It's because you want to, forget. I feel here for some Cancerians, you so want to forget the past because it's brought you pain, it's brought you heartache. And one of your coping strategy is to move forward with a new person. And I feel that you have options right now on who to pick for this new journey that you are planning for yourself. And I feel that you will have success because they see you as a strong person, they see you as a dependable person, somebody who has no baggages. It's something that they admire in you. and you're just a fun person to be with. Maybe that's how they view you. But for you, there's no way that you will show your, your pain to other people, especially to your new prospects. For you, it's going to be your, your Waterloo if you're going to show that wounded side of yours to other people, if you're going to reveal yourself. So literally, you're wearing an armor, okay? Because you're protecting yourself, you're protecting your emotions to be vulnerable again. It's rare that Cancerians would make themselves vulnerable, at least outwardly, but I feel that in the previous relationship, they allowed themselves to be vulnerable. They allowed themselves to be exposed, to the other person. Their weaknesses, their past, their brokenness. But right now, they would not do that again. They would be very guarded to reveal themselves with anyone, because maybe for some Cancerians, they realize that some people could take advantage of that, privilege. By being exposed, by being vulnerable, by bearing themselves to other people who would turn out to be, abusive. And that person would, pounce on that weakness of Cancerians. So I feel that this group of Cancerians have already learned their lessons, not to expose themselves too much. Scorpio. We have the finances reversed. For some Scorpios, I feel that you have given your all in this recent relationship that you had to break yourself free from, because you felt devalued by this person, or at least the situation that you had with this person. I cannot say that this person deliberately devalued you or made you feel that way. It could be the situation that involved the two of you that made you feel that way. But nevertheless, that's how you felt, Scorpio. That the other person did not really value you as you should be. They did not see your worth. And whatever expectation that you had of them, they failed to deliver. The thing is, Scorpio, you abruptly pulled your energy back, okay? So, the separation here, or the severance of ties here, came abruptly, that almost shocked the other person, okay? You're also surprised that you did that, okay? You yourself, you're surprised that you did that, but I feel that you followed your instinct here to do that, to pull back abruptly. Maybe because during that time you feel that you needed to protect yourself. You felt that you needed to save yourself from the relationship that was diminishing your value. There's an element of that relationship being destructive. That relationship, it's like that relationship destroyed something in you. It could be your pride. It could be your self-esteem, or how you see yourself. If you are viewing yourself as a strong person prior to that relationship, now you're feeling that that relationship made you lose yourself, okay? You felt that you're not the same anymore. It sort of took away your identity, your individuality. while in that relationship. It is something that you actually value about yourself. And when you realized that you are losing hold of that something in you that you value the most, then you decided to free yourself immediately from this relationship. I sense that there was no further explanation when you decided to break free from the relationship. It's that abrupt. Okay? There was no further discussion about it. You just, maybe you left even before you told the other person that you're leaving. So the move was very instinctive. It's very instinctive that you protect yourself from the negative effect of that relationship on you. I wonder why that happened. Okay, I feel that it is because you overextended yourself to that relationship. Okay, you were in a mismatched relationship. It's not the right relationship for you. I am not saying that your partner was a bad person. It's just that the partner was probably an exacting person. They wanted a lot of things from you, or at least that's how you feel. Okay, you feel that you had to give a lot in order for that relationship to thrive, in order for that relationship to take roots. I feel that this person is, is also working on that relationship with you. It's just that they could not gauge you, what you really wanted, Scorpio. They also felt that they have given you the best of themselves, but there were times during your relationship that they had to give you space, frequently. Like, you're not that communicative with them when it comes to your feelings about, or ill feelings about things that do not measure up to your expectations. When you feel bad, when you're feeling bad about something, you tend to avoid discussing about it. Although the other person felt that there was something wrong, something's going on with you. But because they were waiting for you to discuss that with them, and you're avoiding, so they're just giving you the space, okay? So that space then created misunderstanding between the two of you. Sometimes I could sense that, the silence between you would run days and even weeks. You don't talk about the important things that matter to both of you, to the both of you, or to the relationship. You are avoiding discussion. You don't want to confront it. Okay? You are denying yourself of your needs, Scorpio. And I feel that your reason is, that is how you show your love for the other person, to deny yourself of your needs. You were being, you didn't realize that you are just being selfish by denying that need to be heard, and denying that that need to communicate with the other person about how you really feel. And this had taken a toll on your relationship eventually, and now you had to pull back, and it's an abrupt pull, and the other person, you left the other person a little confused what's going on. So it's really up to you, Scorpio, if you would still initiate a discussion with the other person, because what I feel right now is that you are focusing now more on rebuilding your self-esteem, which you felt that you lost. I'm so sorry for some Scorpios, but I have this feeling here that it's a self-inflicted wound. Maybe you're not aware about that, or as I mentioned earlier, that is your way of showing the other person that that is how you love the other person, like that is your definition of unconditional love, which could be Scorpio, but it is at your expense, and eventually at the expense of this relationship, which could have shown potential for to thrive for the long term. Next is Pisces. We have the Monk or Nun reversed. I feel that for you, there is really no difference whether you are partnered or not. There is no difference if the other person leaves you or stays with you. You feel that being on your own is okay. It's not going to make you less of a person if you are by yourself. I agree that there is nothing wrong with that. But based on how I sense in this card, some Pisces are on their own but within a relationship. So it's like they built a shell around themselves to protect their fragile emotions. They don't want to be hurt, even though they could feel that they are in the wrong relationship, they are being ignored, their emotional needs are not met. But because they believe that being by themselves is not that bad, what is actually worse is that they are feeling alone even while in a relationship. Okay. For some Pisces, they have this emotional tenacity about them that being unaware, maybe they are aware, but they're just, passing it off as trivial or petty to even be bothered by it. But some Pisces tend to ignore the fact that other people are already abusing their patience, their being understanding and being compassionate. So what I'm saying now is, based on this card, Pisces, you are hiding your real emotions, okay? You are hiding your real situation from other people. You're feeling the pain here, and there's a part of you that wants to break free from this very restricting relationship that you are in, for some Pisces. But at the same time, they want to stay in the status quo, not because it is comfortable, but because their threshold of pain is so great that they feel they can endure this. So, in other words, Pisces, you are allowing other people to hurt you. In not saying that that is making you a bad person, or you are, shortchanging yourself. It's just that you need to realize that you deserve so much better than this. You need to reserve your strength, your compassion, and your courage for yourself and for someone else who really deserve the kind of love that you can offer and that you are capable of, Pisces. The thing is, Pisces, that too much pain can make your heart numb of any other poignant feelings or any other, or a love that could be, more fulfilling and more compatible for you and for your needs. So if this goes on, you will only numb yourself. You will choose to not feel anything just to be able to survive this. You are aware of what's happening, Pisces. It's just that, I don't know, there's a sense of some Pisces who may be aware of what's going on, who may be aware that they are being, their kindness being abused or taken advantage of by other people or by their partner even. But it's like they are challenging themselves, their elastic limit, the limit of their patience. It's like they're exercising their emotions, the emotional calisthenics. That's why they're enduring this situation. The drawback is that there might come a time that Pisces won't be able to distinguish anymore what is good love from bad love. Like there will be no more difference between the two. So, and they might miss out on the kind of love that they deserve because they're stuck on this situation. So the advice of this card, Pisces, is that you open yourself up, okay? I feel you actually opening yourself up eventually. Like you're going to let this situation or this relationship go eventually. There are some Pisces who are dealing with an already dead relationship. You see, some Pisces have this ability to heal things, to heal their relationships because they are compassionate, they are understanding and all. And for some Pisces, they are still trying to revive an already dead relationship. Anyway, overall, I sense here that you're going to let go and you're going to choose yourself over this relationship. You're going to choose your relationship with yourself rather than this relationship that you have with another person.